Management at RateGain is still with us. We spoke to him before the finance minister press conference. So can we take it ahead from there? Can you quantify the impact, the volumes that you have seen in the month of Jan and Feb now that things are starting to make a comeback?
Yeah, absolutely. So, first let me give you a breakdown of our revenue. So 75% of our revenue is subscription based, which is pretty much very similar to, how you sort of pay for a Netflix or a Amazon subscription. And 25% of our revenue is sort of transactional based. So, it was softer beginning of sort of December, given the Omicron news, and we did see some, dip in the first 2 weeks of Jan. And our business in terms of transactional volumes is usually the biggest in this Jan, February, March quarter because people are usually booking for the summer. So while we saw a dip in January, we are seeing some very, very good rebound comeback in February. We're almost witnessing, there's a product also that we have, Demand AI, which measures the travel demand as well. And we're witnessing about 10% increase in demand in certain cities like London, Barcelona, as well as Delhi.
Sir, improved sequentially. Will it contribute? Will it continue to be around the 10-11% range in the near term? How would you look to revisit the margins?
Fundamentally, we're still in in the growth mode, and something that we've talked about in the past as well is that the guiding principle that we use, which a lot of SaaS investors use, is the rule of 40, which is an aggregate of your EBITDA percent and growth percent. And we feel that there is still, a very, very large opportunity for us to continue to grow the business, in terms of new innovations that we are doing. Also, accelerating through additional sales and marketing investments. So I believe that, our we'll continue to maintain 10 plus percent EBITDA margin, which is what we are at. If you look at our 9 months performance, and we'll continue to reinvest the balance into the growth. So specifically, let me talk about, what are some of the growth initiatives. So one is continuously increasing our penetration through additional sales and marketing investments. Specifically, we are, ramping up our sales teams in US for our MarTech business, which is doing very well. And with the acquisition that we just concluded of My Hotel Shop, it's a very, very good complementary offering in our MarTech business. Geographically, we've done very well in the US, even in the last quarter. However, now, things are really opening up in Europe and Asia, and we see some acceleration in our new sales, new bookings in these territories also. So we've significantly ramped up our sales teams in Europe. We're ramping up also our sales teams and our go-to-market infrastructure for some of these AI-based new products, specifically Rev AI, which is a dynamic pricing engine for camps and car franchisee market. So, our key capability, for our MarTech solution is also seeing very, very good traction. And so we'll continue to ramp up our teams.
Okay, Bhanu, that point is taken. But during the time of your IPO, you had earmarked some of the funds for acquisition as well as investment into new technologies. However, we haven't heard much about it. If you could throw some more light in terms of what acquisitions are you planning, what could be the size, which areas will you look at for growth going forward?
What's happening is there is a structural shift happening in our industry. So just like other industries, as a result of COVID, there's faster digital adoption. You must have also heard about, the great resignation. There, significant labor shortages. In fact, in the US, about 1 million people reside in US in the month of November. So, we're seeing the industry require, tools that can lead to automation, can also, overcome this labor shortages. So we're seeing the acceleration of adoption of our new AI ML based products. So we've talked about these products, like I talked about, Demand AI, which gives you a sense of travel demand. We also have the pricing engine through Rev AI, and we have a content AI platform, which helps hoteliers manage their content, distribute it, and also augment it. And really, this has been the heart and soul of what we've been working on. And we
Thank you, Bhanu. We'll let you go on that note. Thank you so much for speaking with ET Now.